following contest, representing Colorado, weighing in at Little Holy John.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this, episode like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community and the fam out there. Appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos. And fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Everyone, Don Chaos and brother Lynn Chung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits. What's up, man? Don Chaos. What's up? It's your boy, Brother Lynn Chung. We out here tonight. Listen.
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here. It's my boy. Excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, what the fuck is up, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, chat, let them hear it. So what is up, everyone? Welcome to a very special Monday edition of the Hours of Chaos podcast. Of course, tonight, coming back on the show is the one and only LB Sickning. So I see him already waiting in the green room. So let's give him the proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, making his return to the Hours of Chaos podcast. You should know him. You should know about his show, It's Just Music. You should know about his podcast, It's Just Music. My bad. You should know about his music. He is now an official Replicon Radio fellow podcast YouTuber of the year. That's right. Please welcome LB Sickning, the host of It's Just Music.
What's good?
What's up, man?
Thanks for having me back, man.
Yeah, welcome back to the show. I know a lot's gone down since you were last on the show.
Yeah, quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, I think the last time we had you on the show, I was still living in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, pretty sure it was before you got with Lady Chaos, which, by the way, shout out to her.
Hell yeah. And once again, bro, congrats on winning podcast YouTuber of the year.
Yeah, man, it's nice to take your fucking spot. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. And that's what we wanted. Like, out of all the people we wanted, I was telling even everyone, vote for this man.
I appreciate that.
Because that a lot of people don't know. That's how much you and me support each other. We like bounce off of each other. We always show each other's shows like lots of love.
For sure. I admitted it last time I was here. You're one of the people that influenced my show in the first place.
Hell yeah. So basically, man, what have you been all up to since we last had you on? Like, for those that don't know, this man is one of the hardest working motherfuckers out there, and y'all need to give this man his fucking flowers.
I appreciate you saying that, man. It means a lot, for real.
Yeah.
I know it seems like I do a lot. All I do is work and sit on this computer, bro. You know what I mean? So this computer, I bust my ass doing this shit. It's consumed my life in a lot of ways, but it's kind of worth it. I mean, and a lot of people make fun of certain people for saying it's a legacy, but it is. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, if I died tomorrow, my kids and my family members and my friends, they want to remember me. They're going to look back on this content. You know, I mean, I ain't shit. I ain't nobody. You know what I mean? So it's like, to be able to win awards with what I do, it's humbling.
Exactly. It's one of the greatest feelings in the world. It makes it feel that what you're doing is for nothing.
Right.
Because that's how I used to be when I would like do my show. I would always feel like I was just talking to the walls and stuff.
No, I'm definitely, you know, I definitely feel that. I feel that statement you just said.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I know you're gonna die to say hi. Come say hi, then you gotta go play. My daughter wants to say hi to the jug. Say what's up. Say what's up.
What's up?
All right, now go play. You can check out a song that she did called "I Love My Daddy" remix. She did a remix to my son's track "I Love My Daddy," and she actually rapped on hers though. That's the difference between her and boy.
And I like that how you're like, and I love that how you're like passing down the love of music like to your family and stuff. And I think that's cool when music is like passed down and you come from like a music family. Like I know a lot of people who started in like music family. Some people I knew, their parents like played in a band or whatnot, which was cool.
Yeah, I got another daughter. We just released a track called "Running Their Mouth." She's really into it. I wish my son was into it a little more. He's more into the trap side of hip hop. You got to go play, honey. Okay, I got it. Now go play, please.
Oh yeah, if you just like any kind of music, as long as I guess you enjoy music, it's music, right?
Right. Yeah. It saves lives. It changes lives. I mean, they've used music for war. So.
Yeah, they have. They've used music for politics. Like music can like come on many different emotions, and that's why I always recommend the book to people. This is Your Brain on Music, The Science of a Human Mind, and it explains why we like certain music or why we like music. Like maybe it's the sound that gets us, or then something in the lyrics we relate to. It's a really good read.
Shout out to Replica Radio. You know what I mean? They said that they're not giving out the You Got a Glass award. I guess they made plaques this year. That's cool, man. I'm gonna put it right on my wall.
Right? I've seen how those plaques look, and they're actually really cool.
Yeah.
And it's good to know that people get rewarded for their hard work, especially like the people who like really care about like this culture and just put in like their craft, like what they do.
Hey man, I'm blessed. It's been a lot of work, a lot of hard work, a lot of hard grind. To even have one fan is a blessing, and turns out I got quite a few, and I'm thankful for all you guys. You know, it's pretty cool.
Exactly. Like I said, I don't care how many people are watching, but even if it's just one person enjoying, that's all that matters to me.
I find a lot of people it used to bother me when people wouldn't come into my premieres of my show, right? maybe 5 people will show up on average, 5 to 7 people at least for a while there. And then I go back 2-3 days later, boom, the video's got 200-300 plays.
Well, because especially in this day and age, sometimes you gotta like literally, as the term goes, kick in the door to have your voice heard. Which
smoke some weed if you got it.
Hell yeah. So about that too, apparently Ohio finally just legalized weed. So how is that?
Well, it's confusing right now. We don't really know what we can and can't get away with right now.
Right, and I think that's where a lot of people got confused. And I was like, eventually they'll come up with laws. Like in Colorado, people thought you could just go anywhere, but they're like, no, you can only like mainly be like outside your house. And in Colorado, you can only like carry like a certain amount of grams on you.
Yeah, I think they're going to treat it like they do alcohol in Ohio. Certain areas and shit you can smoke and do your thing. But that's the thing, it's smoke. And we don't allow cigarettes to even be smoked in most places. You can get in trouble for walking on the street smoking a cigarette in some places.
Right. That's how like a lot of venues are. Like a lot of venues are like that too. Like they don't care if you have weed, but as long as you smoke it like out in the smoking section of like the venue, just like regular stuff.
Yeah. I remember when the cigarette ban first happened in Ohio, the venue that I performed at a lot, RIP, the Underground in Sandusky, you'd have to go in and you'd buy a cup, a little plastic cup, $5 or whatever, and that gave you the right to smoke in there. And that way, when they got fined, they had the money to cover it.
Yeah, right now down here, it's just weed is just like medical, or it's like gummies. Those are legal. So I've been seeing some pretty like funny like mood gummies, like or like gummies like that have cannabis in it. Some of them are so fucking funny. Like, oh my god, I was like, wow, they went off the wall for some of these commercials.
Hey, we can dab too if you want. Let's go. Where's your weed at, man? What the fuck? You want smoking with me?
Oh, I have weed. I need to pack a bowl myself. I just realized that.
Yeah, I bet this torch is sounding real good in everybody's headphones, huh?
Yeah. I can't dab anymore though. I dab and I like get really bad coughs.
Yeah, it's starting to get to me.
I was like, no, I'll just stick to like making a joint the old-fashioned way, or putting it in my bong or pipe, or just having an edible.
R.I.P. Yo Loud Boy, man.
Oh,
no, just lost my homie and shit. I gotta say R.I.P. Yo Loud Boy. That was a loss to the community in Ohio, that's for sure.
Yes. And like since you've also been doing that, like you've also been like having so many dope guests on your show. Like if you could pick, what were some of your highlight guests on your show last year?
Oh, dude, I don't really know what show was made. You know what I mean? Like I've been doing this for like 4 years now, 200 something episodes. I try my hardest to come up with at least one a week. I really don't know when they were. So I can give you some names of some highlight shows though, for sure. I got to say Kung Fu Vampire because he was technically my first interview. Ever. I never interviewed anybody and I got a name like Kung Fu Vampire. That was when I was like, okay, maybe this is like this is something I should keep going with. You know what I'm saying? Ended up getting people like the lead singer of the President's of the United States of America. Remember the song Millions of Peaches for Me? You know, shit, Corporal Robinson was a really good show. I like both the shows I did with 6 Digit. I like the show with Kane 216 and Wishbone. I mean, there's a bunch of them, bro. I really enjoyed this show with both Toms, Tom Wood and Tom Putten, the director of the United States of Insanity. I enjoyed the show that I did with DJ Clay, but I felt awkward for that conversation, because usually when I'm interviewing an artist, I've never met them before. Or I have met them, and we're on a friendship level. I've met DJ Clay, but to call him a friend is, I mean, he's an acquaintance. You know what I'm saying? So it was awkward because I've never had that situation before where I kind of know the guy, but I don't know him that well, and we're talking on the fucking internet for my show for the first time. So I know a lot of the answers to his questions. So it was just awkward for me to do it because it's like I already know this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If you were to ask me what my number one favorite fucking show I've done, that's a good question, to be honest. It's probably the one with Big Smoke because I had my mom on it.
Yeah, I do remember that one. That one was dope.
Yeah, 200 something shows. I got my mom on one. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mama.
I was like, damn, him and his mom make a good interview team.
Well, my mom's more than my mom. She's my friend too. Now that I'm an adult, you know what I mean? I'm pushing 40, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so we could hang out. We could talk about, I could talk to my mom about damn near anything. Of course, there's a lot of things I choose not to, and there's a lot of things about me she don't know. The more I do this, the more she finds out. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's awesome when your mom is also still a big supporter of what you do. That's always one of the greatest feeling in the world is when your parents support what you do.
She wasn't for a really long time, man. She's not into rap. She's still not really into rap. She likes ICP, some of it, not all of it. I would say 2 songs on every album she'll like. You know what I mean?
That's how my mom is, but my mom can admit, because I've taken her to a show, that they do put on a very good live show, and she had fun when I took her.
Old school's where it's at, man. My mama loved music. You know what I'm saying? She's an old hippie girl. You know what I'm saying? She's 70 something years old. I don't even know. I'm horrible with numbers. You know what I'm saying? I remember being a little kid, being in my uncle's basement, being a roadie for my uncle at 9 years old, picking up drums and taking them to the van. That's the kind of people she's always had me around music. She's always cleaning house, she would rather listen to music than watch TV most of the time. Always music in the car. A lot of my music drive definitely comes from that stuff, and I grew up on a lot of that older stuff. And I think that's why I have such a range of music. If you read my bio or whatever, dude said that I'm versatile to say the least.
Exactly, and that's one thing I've loved about you is that you're versatile with your music.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is. That's up to you guys to decide that shit. It was cool to read that though. You know what I mean? Ended up using it for the bio. And shout out to Blaze Hunter, man.
Hell yeah, I would say one of your other big highlights was when you had Rude Boy on. I know how excited you were for that.
I never had Rude Boy on. I have been okay to show some clips and shit from Rock's TV, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on getting Rude Boy on the show. In fact, hold on a second.
That's dope.
I just bought his fucking book. Where did I put it? I don't know. I
have his book too. I need to finish reading it.
Close somewhere, but I do have Mike Shepard from Rock's TV's book right here. Y'all should go get this bitch.
Yeah, that dude is an awesome interview. I had the honor of interviewing him.
I'm in this book.
That's dope.
So it's a lot of people talk. Everybody and their mom raps. Yeah, but does everybody make it in a book? Not everybody does that. That's dope. And shout out to everybody that's in this, man. Scum's in here. Wicked Woods in here, Project Born, fucking all kind of big dope ass names. There's interviews in here you've never seen or read. You should definitely go get this book. It's on Amazon. Shout out to Mike Shepard. I'll push this book for eternity.
Yeah, that's one thing I've been wanting to do, do a review of underground people that are in our scene that have released books and call it Underground or Juggalo Book Reading Club. That would be fucking dope.
Yeah, I love reading books. Shout out to J Webb, man. Go read Purple Bananas. Purple Bananas is a dope book, and he's gonna make a movie hopefully very soon. And you might see your boy in it. You never know.
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That is a dope book, bro. I'm telling you, it's a dope ass book. And you know another really good book. Actually, I just let out a cartoon with Killer C. Remember Killer C?
I do.
Okay. A Message to God. It's got me, Killer C, and Zuko on it. Killer C wrote a book called From the Thumbprints of God in the Life of a Criminal.
Interesting.
Yeah, bro. I'm proud of Killer C, man. He became a teacher and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, and he used to rap about crazy shit back in the day.
You got to read his book, man. Like, he told this story. A lot of people don't know why he quit. Read his book. If you really want to know, like, it's not really my place to tell you, but it's in a book. So I'll tell you my version of what I read, right? It's been a couple years since I read the book, but he told this story about how this girl came up and she was like cutting herself, right? And like showed it to him. And her brother was like egging her on, like, yeah, look what my sister did. Yeah. Talking about they got plans to kill themselves or some shit. And he's, what the fuck? You know, like, and they thought that he would like that shit because of the music he was making. And at the time, before I read that book, I was making the same type. I mean, look at my logo, bro. You can't tell me that that's not based off of Killer C.
Exactly.
You know, I pay homage where homage is due. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know, it made me change my music up a little bit because I don't want to influence that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Right. And he's always had like good bars, even when he would like rap about like serious shit. Like, it's the stuff him and like Liquid Assassin would do is Grave Plot. Ooh.
Yeah, I still got the CD on that shelf over there.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's a very underrated strange music release.
I don't think it's. I mean, it's underrated, but I don't think it's as underrated as you think. Those men still to this day have a cult following, bro. Like, you wouldn't believe how many people hit me up just because I interviewed them. You know what I mean? Just because of the interview, not even the song. I plan on working with Liquid Assassin, hopefully really soon. I'm working with Mike P. You know, I got 2 tracks from him already. I plan on buying a whole album worth of beats off this dude. It's gonna take time. With y'all's help, I could do it quicker. Just say it, but
that's dope. Mike P, the legendary Mike P.
Yeah, dude, it's a dream come true, bro. It's an absolute dream come true. It's inspired me to put down alcohol once again. I take breaks, so I'm taking another break. You know, and I know that one of these days, this break is going to be a forever thing because I know that I feel better when I'm not drinking. You know, so it's good. It's dope. You know, it's all positivity. I want to push positiveness. We definitely need more positivity in the Juggalo culture, not just the Juggalo culture, the world in general.
Exactly. That's pretty much what I tell people. I was like, we need a little bit of positivity because the world is already fucked up enough as it is.
Word. And you know, we're known as being some of the most fucked up people in society. So, you know, whatever. Let's go.
One of my other favorite highlights that you did is you got to have one of the members of Bone Thugs on. How was that feel for you? Because I know you're a big Bone Thugs fan.
Bro, like, you don't understand. I probably annoy the fuck out of Busy Bone. I probably do. The dude gives me, like, he gives me inspiration, and I've explained to him why I hit him up so much. Like, I know you see me, dog. I know you see me. And it's like, I know that eventually he's either going to do one or two things. He's going to tell me to fuck the fuck off, or he's going to work with me, dog. You know? And I hope he works with me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I had Wishbone on the show. Shout out to Kane, man. Kane invited me to come to this concert. He introduced me to this guy named Aaron. Aaron and Kane introduced me to Wishbone. I interviewed Kane, and he thought it was professional. He's like, you know what? That was really cool. You want me to go get him? You got 4 questions. And dude, my shit was fucking, like, everything was fucking up. My wires were fucking up. My camera was fucking up. You know what? Fuck it. Hey, just off the top of the head, and it worked. I wish I wouldn't have fucking told him I had 100,000 subscribers or whatever the fuck I said. But you know, you live and you learn. You know, the more you interview, the better get you, right? So
exactly. That's one thing I love about your interviews. Like, you conduct interviews actually really good. Like, a lot of people don't think it's a very easy thing, but it's not. It is not.
It's not. It's like what Alex Jaffe told me. He's a comedian. If you saw him at the gathering, some of you, you got 3 seconds. You got the attention span of somebody is 3 seconds of your average person. You got 3 seconds to keep their attention or lose it. What are you going to do? Are you going to have dead air time, or are you going to talk and have conversations and have blah blah blah? The thing about interviews, right? Especially in today's day and age, most people's attention span is a lot shorter. So a lot like what's his name? Howard Stern is known as a legendary interviewer, but his interviews are usually very long, right? That worked back in the 90s and early and 2000s, but it's 2024 and people aren't really filling those long ass interviews. So yeah, I still make a 30-minute interview, but I cut it up and I put the music in between, cuts and clips and commercials and fun shit, or whatever ads of other people. And I make it a more fun show. Yeah, it's still an hour-long show, but a lot of people tell me they don't even realize it's an hour long. I don't know.
That's one thing I love about, and that's one thing I love about your show too, is you're like your literally own production team too. Yeah, dude. I mean, I never went to college or anything for none of this. I don't. I taught myself or other, watching other people, and or watching videos on the internet. I just figured it out, and I've literally been on television with this. The show has been on Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV. Shout out to Signature Series Network. That's right there. I don't know. I'm having fun. I still think that's cool that your show's been on Roku and Apple TV. That is just dope. It's not that the show died. The whole Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV thing, they switched over to a different platform. You can now go to signatureseriestv.com and still watch all that stuff. Oh yeah. That looks pretty. Let me show the viewers that. Did you just paint that? Yeah. She just painted this for her mama. Oh, that is nice.
You gonna get that to mommy? That's cool. We'll keep it right there and let it dry. Go paint me another one. Go paint me a sicko rock. We'll see what she comes up with.
Dad.
What?
Can you write sicko on a piece of paper?
Yeah, I got you. Just look at that real quick and bounce. I'm a little artist, man. All my kids got some kind of art in them.
Yeah, that's one thing I like too, is like a lot of talent runs good in my family. Like my niece and nephew, they must get this from me or just a lot of people in our family, but you know, a lot of kids in this generation, they are smarter than they should be. I'm like, how the hell do you know that?
Yes and no. I mean, I was trying to teach my daughter cursive tonight. These new babies, you gotta remember they took cursive away. There's a lot of stuff that we know that they'll never know.
Exactly, and that's one thing. That's how my niece and nephew were. Like, they heard of cursive, but they weren't being taught it in their school. So they asked my sister and my mom to like teach them cursive, which is dope.
Open red.
Okay, you gotta go though. Okay, I'm literally on a live here, chilling, and everybody thinks you're cute as hell, but this show ain't about you, all right? I'm just look, man, I can't even get it open, bro. Huh? Maybe we'll get him to play McKenna. Oh, on this episode or something. Check it out. Have fun. She's gonna paint us a sicko rock.
Oh yeah.
He's a good kid. You got any kids?
If you count animals, then yes.
I mean, I do, for sure.
Then yeah, I do. 3 cats and a dog.
I got a new one. Come here. Come here. Come here, puppies. I just got a new pup. Come here. His name is Winchester. Come here, boy.
Hell yeah, that's a nice day.
Yeah, I showed my girl the scary movie. And she's like, can we name him Winchester?
Oh my god. My fucking heart.
He's a good boy.
Oh my god.
Pretty smart so far.
That's good. I love. Is that a blue nose pit?
He's pit, Rottweiler, and massive.
Oh, that's a nice combination.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to get bit by him when he's grown.
Oh, yeah. That's why you tell people he's cute now, but when he gets big,
yeah, he's gonna be a monster. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out Double Dragon, man. Did you hear they're coming out with a Double Dragon 2?
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, bro, it's just fresh. I've worked with both those artists. It's amazing to be able to say that.
Yeah, and I like that you were able to that was one of your top albums to come out last year.
You think so? Those were in my top, huh?
I mean that was definitely a dope collab project.
Yeah. Both Watch Your Brothers and Homicide was both pretty dope tracks. I liked both of those songs. There's a story to Homicide. Maybe one day I'll tell it, but not today.
Yeah, that's one thing I've been noticing the last some years. I mean, it's been like that for a while, but there's been a lot of dope music coming out, a lot of dope music that people always ask me, they're like, how do you keep up with all that? I'm like, I have no idea.
What do you think about this?
That I still need to listen to it fully, but for what I'm listening to, I think it's pretty dope.
I don't like the disses in the album, and I told him this is my boy. I told him that from the beginning. But I appreciate this story. I like the story of what happened with this guy. I like how you know. I don't know. Hip hop's fun, man. I like how he went. Had some drama with Violent J, and you know what I mean. Went behind and went and worked with all of his old friends or whatever. And made an album. I think that was inspiring to me. It's like, you spent all that money on that album, dude. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to make that CD. And he put me on it with a song with Boondocks. You know what I mean? I mean, just think of the names on this: Tommy Chong, Light, Lazy Dead Homie, Twisted, Suburban Corpse, Anybody Killer, the ROC, Boondocks and Me, LB Sickning, The Joker, G Moski, Dark Hills Gang, Straight Jacket, and Mars. It's like all the OGs in the Juggalo culture, besides ICP.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I thought it was cool. Whatever.
I think that's dope. Then, especially get Mars from Dark Lotus on. How fucking dope is that?
Yeah, shout out Mars, man. If you see this, man, thank you for your interview.
That's fucking dope too. That was probably one of your highlights too, is getting Mars on there.
For sure. I mean, I got Dark Lotus on my wrist, son. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's why I'll always tell people, I love ABK, but I'm sorry, that original Tales from the Lotus with Mars is just fucking dope.
Yeah, it is. I'm sure it strikes a nerve with some people that most of the Juggalo culture agrees, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that will always go down as my favorite Psychopathic Records album. And I have thoughts maybe to do a video theory video like that, because I do theory videos what if, so I'm what if Mars was originally going to sign to Psychopathic? I could just see it.
Right. That's like I said on your girls' podcast. I think it'd be dope to see all of them come together, bro, and make an album. I mean, they ain't got to be in the same room.
Right. I mean, when they recorded that last Tales from the Lotus album, they weren't even in the same room. They were just sending the tracks back and forth.
I mean, at the same time, that'd kind of be I don't know, hoeing out to fucking your fan base and shit. You're just doing
right. And I think that's what a lot of people loved about Dark Lotus, especially back then, is they were all legitimately in the studio together recording. Imagine if there was some dope unseen footage of that. How dope would that be?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. You know, because you gotta think about it, they were recording everything back in the day, dude. They did the Shaggy Show back in the day, the Purple Show, fucking all that shit. I mean, not to mention all the random videos that probably no longer exist that was on AOL and shit. Dial-up days.
like Mikey Clark, like on his YouTube channel, he released some of that old footage of them like making Riddle Box, and apparently he said he has more. I'm like, well, we want to see more of it, damn it.
Do you remember GolfCoastJuggalos.com? Or
I
net
do.
Or whatever it was? You do remember that?
I do.
Shout out to Psycho Bob. Psycho Bob and I used to run that. Him and his son. A couple other people. I've had him on the show, bro. You should definitely go check that one out if you haven't seen it.
Hell yeah. And you said you're actually working on a book, so is there a date of when this book is probably going to be released?
No. Hell no. Not even close to done. I do have like some shit wrote out, but I haven't worked on it enough.
Yeah.
I haven't worked on it enough to even say it's halfway done.
Yeah, I thought about like writing a book or like doing collab with someone like to help me write a book.
She made a Sicko Rock.
Dude, that is dope.
Good job, kiddo. Go make another one. Okay. Turn your TV down. What's that beat, bro?
It is called, it's one of the beats that you can use on here on the program that I use. It's called like Feeding the Ducks, but I know when you hear a beat like that, you're like, okay, that's an interesting name, but it doesn't sound like.
If it's like a video game name or something, I could understand that. Like maybe you're feeding the fucking ducks or something.
Yeah, like when I hear like
Wii.
Yeah, like when I first hear the beat, like when it first starts up, it sounds like an old West Coast beat, and then it turns more into like an old video game spacey type beat. Like the beat changes up. It's really dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is with the program that I use, or you could like use already like music that you can download on there and stuff.
Yeah. Have you made any music yourself?
I haven't. I haven't.
You haven't even tried?
I've thought about it, but I don't
Man,
think
it's been
I
a
could
whole
do
year.
it.
You told me you was going to try.
I mean, I could try, but I don't know if I could, but I guess never say never.
You got the microphone. What if I send you a beat tonight? Are you going to write to it?
That's the thing is like, I don't even know how my writing process would be and stuff.
Bro, I could, I mean, off the air, but I can walk you through it. I can help you with it. You know what I mean? I enjoy doing that, especially if it's your first track. Like I like virgins. Let's go.
Hell yeah. And I do usually, I know what some artists do is like sometimes I'll just randomly sit there and just listen to random instrumentals I do find like on YouTube that are free and stuff.
I'll get you out a Zuka beat. I still got some Zuka beats laid around.
Oh, hell yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. It's freaking not even 9 o'clock. I'm yawning. What the hell?
Oh yeah, that's how I am. Like usually by 8 o'clock when I'm not doing my show or 9, I'm already tired.
Most days I'm at work at this time.
So people are like, how are you already tired? I'm like, it's a thing of getting older. As you get older, you get tired more.
I've always wondered what that flag is behind you, man. Like, where'd you get that?
Which one?
The one with Shaggy on it.
Oh, that's one with Shaggy, Jay, and Shaggy the Airhead.
Yeah, where did you buy that off the internet?
Yeah, I actually got that from lazyandcrazy.com. Like when Shaggy's first album, Wake Up, came out, like you could get it like with just the album, or you could get it like with the tapestry, and that's basically it. It's a drawing of him, Jay, and Shaggy for the song Vengeance that they did, which artwork is actually done by Darby O'Trill. So Darby O'Trill, besides making good music, he's a good artist in general himself. So if you guys, oh god, I have that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I have that somewhere in my jewelry box right now. I need to find that.
That came out forever ago, dude.
Yeah, I remember going to actual Best Buy and buying that shit the day it came out. There's actually an old YouTube video of me going to pick up the album. Like I was gonna I started doing that back in the day. I would film videos like other people do, and I would like film little vlogs of me going to pick up an album and stuff.
Jeez. I keep yawning like I'm fucking tired or something.
Like I remember those were the kind of videos that I liked watching too, is like watching Juggalos go and pick up new music the day it came out and make a little vlog out of it.
You see this microphone?
Oh, what kind of microphone is that?
A piece of shit, but it's pretty good, honestly. Quite a few people's rapped out of this. Buckshot's rapped out of this. Busy Bones rapped out of this. Steve Burton's rapped out of this. There's been some names. It's pretty dope. It's starting to get rusty. Look.
About time for another one, probably.
It's all the spit and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you don't wipe it off. Make that mistake, you don't wipe it off and shit.
What you should do is now you should just like put it like in a stand and then put glass around it and tell people the history of that mic.
And man, that'd be a lot of thinking. That's been to a lot of shows, man. That's to any up and coming artist. Do yourself a favor, man. Get yourself a nice pair of wireless mics. You can take it to the venue with you. And, dude, to be honest with you, I'd say 7 out of 10 times that I go to a concert and I'm performing at it, I show them the mics I got. They end up asking if all the artists at that show can use those microphones.
Dude, that's dope.
Because usually the venue microphones have been used so much that they're shitty. So when they get a chance to get nice mics, yeah, I'll make your whole show sound fucking 5 times better with my mics. Yeah, sure, here you go. Like, you know, and then you're the man of the night for that shit. You know what I mean? It's like,
oh yeah. Or if you're the person that can get an extra mic, that's what makes it better. Like I've been to some shows where they're like, "Does anyone have an extra mic?"
My girl got me a new fucking watch. You got one of these nice little smart watches.
Oh, dude, that's dope.
Yeah, I was like, you spent that much money on me? What was it, like $50? I owe you some sugar.
That's like Lady Chaos. I always owe her a lot because without her, I wouldn't be able to use this laptop because this was her extra one that she gave me. And then she was nice enough to buy me this microphone and these headphones. So I always am eternally grateful for that. And babe, if you're watching, which I know you are, I love you, babe.
There's people in our lives. If you're dedicated to something and you keep trying and you try no matter what, you'll be surprised, man. There's people that like to bless people. There's people that like to give, and there's people that like to take. Most people that like to give, they have a limit. They've learned their limit.
Mm-hmm.
Most people that take don't have a limit, right?
Exactly.
Zuka paid for that. He paid for my banner. You know what I'm saying? I paid for these headphones. There's some things around here that this computer was paid for by Zuka. You know, Blaze Hunters paid for some shit for me. Quite a bunch of stuff. There's been investors for sure. You know, it's not easy to do what we do alone. Even just a podcast. A podcast is a lot.
It is, and that's why one of my big inspirations is Lady Chaos. She's one of the people that keeps me going, doing what I do. You guys that watch keep me going.
I'm gonna have to go back and read all these comments and shit. Ugh. Keep fucking yawning. Wake up, son.
It must be something in the air because the weather's been really weird down here, than where it's making me all groggy to where I'm like, nah.
When you gonna go get some merchandise, man? You need you some shit in your life.
Oh, I will, especially that hoodie. I want that hoodie. That is fucking dope.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, so go get yourself some sicko merchandise. Y'all do it now.
Blue hair gang. Dye your hair blue.
Hell yeah. Every time I see your blue hair, I always look back. I'm like, God, I actually miss my blue hair.
I got so many people. Blue hair gang.
Yeah, for those that don't know, a few years ago, I did have my hair blue at one point.
There's a chick at work that dyed her hair blue.
Yeah, and then by the time the gathering came along, it was like a dirty blue / green, so I would just call it a gutter blue or gutter green.
I live my life in the gutter.
Pretty much.
And this gutter is who I am.
Take me back home to my gutter. And
that's where I won't never leave again.
All right, y'all. That's official. We're gonna have it at the gathering. It's gonna be Dawn Chaos and LB Sickening karaoke night, and you guys
Why
can
not?
join us.
Fuck it. That'd be fun. Let's do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Not
used to
that
do-
song though, because I can't sing like I can't do the. I can't. There's a voice that Shaggy has that I can't do.
I know, and that's what's crazy. Is like I look back and I look at that. I'm like, I mean, Shaggy never blew out his voice doing some of that shit.
I'm sure he has. I mean, think about it, man. If you've ever, well, you've never been to the gathering, right?
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay, when?
I went in 2018, 19, and then I went in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our internet.
Yeah, that was Whoopstock.
That's dope though. Did you ever see Shags walking around not really saying much because his voice went out? I remember at least once.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, I do remember him saying stories that sometimes he has blown out his voice, and that's why he doesn't talk much at the gathering. Like when he'll just say "What's up" really quick.
Like I remember the alcohol days of Shags, man. I remember him riding around in that fucking golf cart 2003, 4, and 5.
Yeah, and when he still had his dreadlocks.
I'm pretty sure in 2005 he was banned from the carts though.
Yeah, I remember. There's like some footage of him, and there's some footage of him like walking around without his face paint with his old dreadlocks still.
You'd be walking down the woods, dude, and just minding your own business. All of a sudden, zoom! Oh, it's just Shaggy. I mean, he's like this far away from you.
Oh yeah, some of the stuff he still does at the gathering in the carts. He doesn't do it as crazy as he used to. Now that all that is up to Ouija. Ouija's now the one doing the crazy shit.
Yeah. They did donuts around me 2 years ago. Him and Trey Pound.
That's dope.
Shit was cool.
I still remember that Ouija where he was like in the golf cart, and it's the whole golf cart like fucking tips over.
Oh yeah.
I had a homie do that. That was driving at the gathering too in a golf cart, and he like tipped it over and stuff like Jesus.
Don
bro.
Chaos for host of Main Stage. That'd be dope. You deserve it. You deserve it, dude. You've interviewed some names, bro.
I'd love to do it, but I don't know.
No, you honestly have had a few people on your show that I wish I've had on mine, but I don't know. Maybe later.
And I like how we both do that. We're like, oh, I like how you and me have that connection where we work together. We're like, oh, I could help you maybe get so-and-so on your show. Like, this is how the community should be, y'all. We help uplift each other and like help put each other's stuff out.
Thanks. I've sent a couple people your way. You've sent a couple mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a couple people that would probably want to get on here too. A couple more people.
Yeah, definitely send them my way.
We'll talk about it private for sure.
Yeah, you've worked with so many dope people when it comes to like music too.
Oh yeah, man. I'm blessed. Glory to God. Like, real talk. I work really, really hard, and I pray. And
yeah, like I've seen that. Like how like a lot of these like pages are like making like maps of whatever state they're in, and then they're like showing the underground artists all in that state. They made an Ohio one, and I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I said when I see them, like, why isn't LB Sickening on this map? What the hell?
It's kind of like the same way I look at Zug Island. Zug Island made a name for themselves. They even have a name that's outside of the Juggalo culture. But their name only went so far because, well, they rep the hatchet. I have Juggalo tattooed on my arm. I have Hatchet Man on my chest. So when people see me, when they see me in person, it's automatic. He's a Juggalo. He sounds like a Juggalo. Juggalos are weirdos, and we don't like them. So I'm not even going to give it a chance. I've had that problem all my career. So I don't got to be down doors. I got to literally like take a fucking sledgehammer to this motherfucker, like, just to get, where I am today.
And that takes back to what I said earlier. You either got to do that, or we both have literally had to kick indoors, literally.
Yeah. Like, even with the Juggalo culture, you got to bust your fucking ass. Juggalos don't accept just anybody, man. I mean, we've all seen it. We've all seen people that we have adored all our fucking life just booed the fuck off stage. Like, what? They just booed him. Danny Brown.
Yep, I was there I was there. I saw that incident. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, really?
And I love, but I'm glad he apologized afterwards, which was cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And I love Danny Brown.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know anybody that's ever been booed at the gathering that's returned.
Exactly. I mean, maybe there's a few, but I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not that I know of.
Because I hope that wouldn't be the last time we see Danny Brown at the
I hope
gathering.
not either, bro.
Because when I seen him live, I'm like, damn. I mean, I already loved his music, but then seeing him live, I'm like, damn, this dude's live show is fucking dope.
Fucking funny, bro. And he don't give a fuck. That's what I love about him. He don't give a fuck.
And I remember first hearing him when he was on like that DMT sessions with Eshawn. That's the first time I heard him, and I'm sure that was a lot of people outside of Detroit or the Midwest when they first heard him. But that dude's got fucking bars, like that track him and Tech Nine did, Thizzles, that song.
Another good track.
Very underrated Tech song, and that part song always cracks me up. Especially when he goes.
You brought up Eshawn, man. What'd you think of that track I did with the infamous Riddler Chupacabra?
I thought that was fucking dope. A lot of people don't remember her.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how many do, though. I was surprised at how many did.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah.
Is she still around making music?
No, I'm pretty sure that's probably the last track. I don't know if she'll ever do it again. It's up to her. I got some recordings of her still saved and shit. So maybe one day I'll fix one of them up.
Yeah, there's and then when you go to the gathering, when you see like those freestyle battles, like there's a lot of dope people like Jay Dirty. Fuck, that dude can fucking freestyle.
Yeah. For sure.
I know some people that have been at the freestyle battles.
Freestyle right now. Go ahead.
Yo, my name is Don. And I don't know, and I sound like shit.
I can't freestyle either. You did a better job than I did. I'm lying a little bit, but I'm just trying to get your ego up. What's up, man?
Yeah. But what can people actually expect like this year? Like, what's your game plan this year? And I know you've been working hard the last few years, but what's your game plan for this year?
This year I'm kind of gonna float. And what I mean by that is like features or whatever. I'll do some features and shit.
So just ride the wave, basically.
Right. But I do have in my mind what I want to finish, and I don't know how long it's going to take me. It depends on the money situation with a lot of things. I mean, I'm just me, man. It's just me. It's me. I'm paying for all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much everything. So.
Oh yeah, I basically do everything myself, but it's gotten to the point to where I even like need like my actual like own team and stuff. Like shouts to Davey. He's actually the one who runs the official Don Chaos like merch store now, which is dope.
Right. Like there's certain things that people help me with for sure. Like shout out to Stevie. Stevie did my logo and shit. He also helped with a lot of the art with Tier Diaz's song Stuck in Michigan. Truck full of Fago, stuck in Michigan. Truck full of Fago, stuck in Michigan. Remember that?
Yeah.
Gotta go look at that cartoon. The same guy that made this logo helped me with a lot of that cartoon.
Oh, that's another dude that I definitely would love to interview. Like Tier Diaz, that dude. Holy shit.
Hit him up, bro. Yeah. He's very talented, bro. He's in movies and TV. He does music. He's reps the Juggalos no matter what. I mean, He's I think he's an extra in that new burger movie.
Good Burger too.
Yeah.
I still need to watch that because I remember watching the original growing
Yeah, I
up.
haven't seen it yet either.
And I do want to watch that because that's like literally my fucking childhood.
See her be like, "Whoa, look, it's the homie."
I know, and I heard, I read that was the first time Keenan and Kel actually have been together in the same place for like fucking years because they had a bad falling out. So if Keenan and Kel can reconcile, never say never, y'all.
Right.
Just saying, if those two can not be on speaking terms for years and then finally come together and do a sequel to one of the best 90s movies out there, Good Burger, fuck.
I mean, love and truth is the light.
Yep, so that's what I've been telling people. If people can come back after not being on speaking terms, then anything is possible, but who knows? Like, a lot of people forget NWA was actually going to get back together and release another album.
Yeah.
There was talks of it, and then of course the sad circumstances with Easy, of course.
I could work with Lil Easy E. He told me, yeah. Hold on, man. I'm gonna go shut my daughter's door. Talk about something.
Yeah, Here Diaz is dope. Dude's got talent. Definitely want to get him on the show. Definitely would like to get him on the Hours of Chaos podcast as well as Let's Sesh.
My bad. Daddy duties.
And that's cool that Tier Diaz was able to sign to DJ Clay's like record label. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. That was really cool because everybody got excited. They saw him in the booklet for ICP's album.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were confused. I was one of them. What all that meant. And
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I read that too, I was like, "Oh, is he gonna sign the Psychopathic?" Or when I seen that he was working with Hex, I'm like, "Oh, he would be a good fit for Chapter 17."
So to see him be, riding with at least one of them, that's cool. It was cool. If that's what he wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still want to see him live. Like, I've seen footage of his live performance. Like, damn, that dude's got fucking energy.
You've never seen him live?
Nope, I've just seen like footage and shit.
I've seen him live like 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
I think he was recently on the Shaggy show, like the Shaggy tour, wasn't he?
I don't know. I saw him at the Gong Show. I've seen him at the Gathering. What? Oh, dude, actually, good job. Let me see that. She did cursive.
That is fucking dope.
How old are you?
8.
8. Doing cursive? Good job. Go play. Thank you. Shut your door. Sorry.
No. Oh, you're good.
Yeah. Being a dad.
And that's one thing I like about you, man. You're like constantly busy. And you know what I've always told people, and it was something my grandpa always told me growing up, that hard work does pay off. Never think it does. Like my grandparents' family, they were like literally the American dream. Immigrants that came over from Greece and then moved to Ohio and then moved all across the country living the American dream. Because a lot of people don't know, fun fact, my side of the family on my dad's side, they're all originally from Ohio. And my grandpa, some people in his family were moonshine runners in Ohio. Yeah.
Yeah. I live in a town that Al Capone used to come to. You could go to a hotel here and see him on the walls and shit. You can go and stay in his room. Port is the name.
Yeah, my dad's side of the family, a lot of them are all originally from Ohio. Like my grandma and grandpa literally grew up in the same town together, and because they grew up in that like town where everyone knew everyone, and he used to play ball with her brothers, and my grandpa said everyone knew everyone in a small town. Everyone who's lived in a small town, you know those vibes. Everyone knows everyone, but the negative effects is some people are too nosy, and people know everyone's fucking business.
You die a legend. You do.
Yeah. Like my grandpa said in the town in Ohio where he grew up, Mount Vernon, I'm sure you know where that is.
Mm-hmm.
He said you either had two jobs there. I mean, there was other jobs, but the two main jobs people either did in that town is you were a factory worker or a farmer.
Facts. In a lot of towns in Ohio. Yeah. A lot of, most of Ohio is cornfields and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And that's what my grandpa's family did. They had a family-owned grocery store, but then they had a family farm that they worked off of too and lived on.
Within the cities, it's like Cleveland or Toledo, but so compacted with so many people. It's like you got all every cultures in both cities. You know what I'm saying? Cincinnati, every culture you could think of is there.
And that's kind of why I like the city or town that I'm living in right down here in Florida. It is a city, but it also feels like a small town vibe. It's not like packed and like stressful. So it reminds me of the town that I grew up in, like in Denver and stuff, where it's a city, but it doesn't feel like a city. It has like small town vibes.
Right. Small towns can be dangerous, bro.
Yep.
So can cities.
Yeah, luckily here where we live, it's pretty mellow and chill and quiet, aside from our noisy neighbors. But all in all, where we live, it's very nice.
I'm definitely in a small town today. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And we live in the historic district of like where we live. And the historic district is like really nice. Like all we gotta do is just like go down the street this one way, and downtown is literally right there, like a 5-minute or less minute drive. It's really nice.
And everybody want to see the puppy. Walk at the puppies.
Puppies!
Hamster puppies. He's smart though, dude. I like this dog. I'm not a dog person.
I'm just an animal person in general. Like I know some people who are dogs or cat people. I like both.
What?
I mean, I never really had cats until later on in life. Always growing up, our family always had dogs. So I mainly grew up with dogs my whole life.
Yeah. I had a dog named Tyra. You could sit that dog in the snow. Not that we did it, but you could sit that dog in the snow for 4 hours, tell it to sit and leave and come back, and that dog would be right where you told it to sit.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about the snow is one of our old dogs. That dog loved the snow. Oh,
Tyra's the reason I'm not much of a dog person, because when I lost that dog, it was like losing my best friend.
Oh,
Shit
yeah.
sucked. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I hear you. When you lose an animal, it's a very hard thing.
Don't you owe me like $20 or some shit?
Don't I what?
Yeah. Typical of somebody that owes somebody money. Don't I what? I'm just fucking with you.
But yeah, where can people, of course, follow you? Of course, all your links are down in the description. And who's someone who you like rather want to really get on your show this year, or who's someone that you like absolutely want to try your hardest to work with?
I mean, I got a list of people right now, and of course, after I get those the list always changes. Busy Bones at the top of it right now. Esham's at the top of it. I want to get one with Mars. I want to get one with Buckshot. I'd like to get Lazy Bone. Any member of Bone, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I was listening to Bone before I was ever into the Juggalo shit. You know, and anybody that's dope, really. You got 3 to 5 music videos. You think you're dope? Hit me up. Donate to my show. Help me keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'd appreciate it for sure. I need to do my laundry. Look at that. Scrub life, bitch.
Hell yeah. And thank you for actually introducing me to that one podcast, that friend of yours that you like showed me to. That's actually really dope.
Which one? Dorky?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Chris Nonsense, man. I just let out a couple tracks with him too.
And that's why I like watching. I like watching a lot of like hood-related podcasts.
Go look up the new music video for a spaceship. I'm on a spaceship, higher than a motherfucker. On a spaceship. I wonder what this button does. It's just fun. Really fun green screen video. It's got cartoon in it, shit. I kind of put everything I know how to do into one video.
Hell yeah. Well, like we tell people, and you know this, man, you're always welcome back on the show anytime. Whenever you want to come on the show and plug something or promote something, you're always welcome on here.
I appreciate it, man. I try not to take advantage of that, though. I wait for an invite. You know what I mean? It's just it is what it is.
That's a good thing to do, too.
You know, I'll come on anytime you want me on here.
Hell
I like
yeah.
attention. What's up, y'all?
And you guys never know. Maybe LB Sickening will be a special guest, like co-host, since we do special guest co-hosts now on the show.
Yeah, we can do that for sure. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because I think the dynamic of if we were both interviewing someone would be fucking dope.
Yeah, and then I could use clips of it for my other show, for my show.
There you go.
We could go back and forth with that too.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean? Collaborating like that definitely helps.
It does. Hell yeah. Well, if you don't have anything else, man, again thank you for coming on the show. And yeah.
Where's your weed at?
Where's my weed at? I still haven't packed it because I'm being fucking lazy.
I wanted to smoke with you at least once, you lazy son of a bitch. What the fuck?
Oh, I promise next time we'll definitely do a smoke.
We're going to have to do a whole smoking session. Like, we got dabs and blunts and joints, and we get so fucking stoned that by the end of it, we're fucking got the best dead air time on the internet.
All right, that's a deal.
Thanks for having me on, man. SickoAT.com, y'all. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa. Hell yeah, y'all. That was LB Sickening. Again, it's always dope to see him on the show. Again, congrats to him for winning podcast, radio show, YouTube of the year. Again, he's a fellow winner now, which is dope. I'm glad he won because I really wanted him to win. Because that man puts in a lot of hard work for what he does. If anyone's wondering what this is I'm drinking Gatorade. No, it's Colt juice. Yeah, let's get into some topics and then we'll go ahead and end this stream. So, of course, we're going to keep promoting a lot of this stuff because we like to promote stuff on the show and then say our thoughts on stuff. Of course, this year in Daytona Beach in May, Welcome to Rockville is going to be in Daytona Beach. Again, there's such a dope lineup. Look at that. Cypress Hill, Slipknot, Breaking Benjamin, Motley Crue, Limp Bizkit, Foo Fighters, Insane Clown Posse, and fucking Tech Nine and Jelly Roll. Look at this fucking dope lineup. That is fucking dope. If I don't go to the gathering this year, you can guarantee me and Lady Chaos are going to Welcome to Rockville, this music festival, because Daytona is not too far from us, and that is a very dope lineup. So ICP is going to be doing a show down here in Florida, y'all, at a music festival in Daytona. So I'm excited. Of course, we have Juggalo Weekend going down next month. We are also 2 weeks away from Juggalo, Ohio. So hopefully me and Lady Chaos can go to Juggalo Weekend because it's in San Antonio, Texas. Never been to Texas. There's a lot of states I haven't been to. I need to do that. I need to make the list of all the states that I've been to or even drove through. There's quite a few. Because even if you're just driving through a state, it still counts. Like, I've driven through Kansas twice, obviously. Yeah, I need to think about all that. I've been to Missouri twice. I've actually drove through KC twice. I stayed in KC once and then drove through KC, I believe. Kansas City, Missouri twice, if I remember correctly. So I've stayed in Kansas City, Missouri, and then I drove through Kansas City on my way to the gathering. Hell yeah, man. Thank you for joining, man. It's always awesome having you on, man. You're very welcome. Yeah, I need to get together the list of states that I've been to. Let's see, what else do we got? We have Juggalo Day going down in Columbus. Shout out to everyone who's been tuning in. Lady Chaos, everyone that's been tuning in. It's a very dope lineup. Again, y'all, how come my boy LP Sickning ain't performing on here? Another dope show we have coming out is at the Cypress in Reno, Nevada. We have an Ill Tricks show, Doc Gruesome, and Little Maniac. Another one night only show. It's fucking dope. Yo, Cerberus, SV. Speaking of Juggo Ohio, we have Juggo Ohio 2, the official pre-party kickoff with performances. There's so many dope. I see my boy 216A is performing there. Then we have In the Pit Promotion presents this is a dope lineup that's going down in Youngstown, Ohio. It's Lil White, Super Famous Fun Time Guys, AXE, Axe, and Sun, and then Clockwork E. Fury. Like, look at this. Look at this dope lineup as well. There's so many dope shows coming around, y'all. So Davey, me and Lady Chaos are always going to keep giving you shit. You say there ain't shows that come to Ohio. There's a lot of shows that are happening in Ohio, especially when it comes to underground shows. There's a lot. Also, we want to send a congratulations here on the Hours of Chaos podcast to one of my favorite rap groups of all time, NWA. NWA is going to receive the 2024 Grammys Lifetime Achievement Award. So, congrats to NWA. That is fucking dope, y'all. Another dope show we have coming around is the Nomads performing, which the Nomads is a super group. It consists of Chucky Chuck of the Cottonmouth Kings, The Dirt of Five Force Records, and then Insane Poetry, who is also part of LSP and one half of Triple MFD with Scum. Which, if you don't know what Triple MFD is, you should know. You should know. I ain't gonna tell you. You should know. Yeah. This is one super group that I'm amazed a lot of people don't talk about. This is a dope lineup. Then you have the Ultimate Benefit show going down with performances by Trey Pounds, Zitro, Bakelo, Angie, Flapjack Wilson, and Bobby Knuckles. With halftime comedy with Meter Bunny, and then sounds by DJ Dankish and DJ D. So this is like an Ultimate Benefit show. It's a benefit show going down. And it's going down the 19th of this month. Again, it's a benefit show. Very dope lineup there. And then we have a tour coming around. Whitney Payton is going on tour. She's always on tour. This is the 2024 U.S. tour. Shouts to Whitney Payton. If anyone's ever like heard her music's dope. If you've seen her live, she's dope. Seen her live at the Gathering. Whitney Payton's dope. Definitely want to get her on Let's Sesh in the Hours of Chaos podcast. Most definitely. And then Sunday, May 19th, we have the Underground United, the 7th annual Underground United show, which is dope. This is always a show that's like put on by GRE and LSP, and it features other related acts. Like, you see you have our boy Chuckles on there, Beast Mode Warriors, Lilith the Sinful, Mr. Dosha and Spec One performing. Acetone Boogie is playing this show. Just Wally Havoc, so many dope people. A lot of people that's on this bill have been on the Hours of Chaos podcast even, which is fucking dope. Who knows, maybe someday I'll host this. It's sponsored by Burn Your Tongue. And of course, immediately following after the show is the Hot Sauce Challenge, which I'm always excited for. All right, y'all. We have come to the conclusion of the show, but before we go, of course, the Hours of Chaos podcast is on every Thursday, 8 p.m. And then we have special episodes like this. But this Thursday, we are going to be joined, making his debut on the Hours of Chaos podcast. So make sure you guys tune in, spread the word, because this Thursday, live on the Hours of Chaos podcast, episode 246, we are going to be joined by the one and only Humble Among. Yeah. So, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to LB Sickening for tuning in. There's links down to his stuff down below, y'all. Check out his Spotify and all his socials where you can hear his music. Get yourself some LB Sickening merch. Also link down below. Get yourself some Dawn Chaos merch in the official Dawn Chaos store down below. Also get yourself some Blind Death clothing drip, which shouts to my sponsors, Blind Death Clothing. Link down below. Check that out. And yeah, peep all the other links in the description. And definitely follow Lady Chaos on all her social medias everywhere. You guys are awesome. And yeah, you guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, chat, let them hear it. Have a good night, y'all. We will see you guys Thursday. Deuces. Whoop, whoop. Dawn Chaos signing out.